What's up, Terrence? My name is Steven. Lennar said to go ahead and shoot you over this video. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can start doing that will actually start ranking you above your competition on Google results and get you more quality jobs. Now, by the end of this video, if you can see that I do have the technical know-how to get this done, you can just reach back to me through this email and we can chat. Or if you want, you can just take this information and implement it yourself, and that's fine as well. So I'm going to get right into this. The 3 things I'll be going over are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is pretty much everything on your homepage, really your entire website, but primarily we're going to be talking about your homepage. Now, Google usually likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on these websites, these service-based industry websites. This gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all the buyer intent keywords and key phrases that people are searching for without making it look unnatural or keyword stuffing. Now, I went ahead and pulled up one of your main competitors here in the Wilmington area for the junk removal, and this is College Hunks in Wilmington, NC. So this is just their Wilmington site page, and I threw them into a tool that I subscribe to called Ahrefs. This is a pretty neat tool. It gives me a behind-the-scenes view of what Google actually uses to rank websites. Now, their Wilmington page is currently being found for 47 keywords, and it's been clicked on 310 times in the past 30 days alone. Now, I went ahead and threw your website into the same tool, and you're currently being found for 9 keywords, and you've been clicked on 89 times. So let's go back to our competitor here, and if we can click on this number right here, this 47 for their keywords, and it's going to pull up all the keywords that they're currently being found for. So they're a moving company as well. But we're just going to look at junk removal right now. Junk removal, Wilmington, NC. That term alone was searched 360 times, and their site or that page was clicked on 37 times just through that keyword, right? So you can go down this list here and you can grab all the relevant keywords for junk removal, and you want to pay, you really want the ones with the locations behind it, whatever location you're targeting. And I'm just using Wilmington as an example because you do cover Wilmington, and Wilmington gets the most search volume for junk removal in the area. So let's go back to yours. We're going to click on this 9 here, and this is going to bring up the keywords you're being found for. So let's see, you got junk removal Jacksonville. So you have you have that big one there. So you have, that's good. So you have the Wilmington one. There's quite a bit more that you could definitely put on, but you have the big one. But your site was only clicked on once for that keyword. Now the reason that is because you're positioned at 24, which is on the 3rd page when people are searching that term, right? So in just a little bit, I'm going to show you how you can actually get to page 1 and really get your traffic up here, all right? But for now, I would just go down this list, and anything that's relevant for your services and has a location on it that you serve, you put it on your site, okay? And that would help you out with your content and being found through Google. Now, next, I'm going to be going over citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like junk removal, Wilmington, NC, studies have shown that right around 45% of those people are going to be clicking on one of these businesses right here. This section is the map pack, and this is, you have to have a Google business profile to rank in here. Now, most people believe it's reviews that are the main factor that gets you ranked into this map pack, and while it does play a part, it's not the main factor. The main factor are what we call citations. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Some examples of these directories are Yelp, White Pages, Yellow Pages, Angie even. There's a ton of them. I'm sure you guys probably have quite a few, as most businesses do, but we find that it's usually the businesses that have anywhere between 200 to 400 citations that end up doing really well and consistently stay in this map pack here, really despite the reviews, as long as there's just not, they don't have under 10 and they have like a really bad rating, of course, Google's not going to put you up in there. Now, oh yeah, the good news is there's actually tools available that will show us what citations these businesses have. So, say for example, we find that College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving their Wilmington site, they have we find they have like 250 citations for that site. We can actually go down that list of 250 and you can match them. Every citation you grab yourself, that go and down the entire list, grab another 50 to 100, and that should be enough to get you up in here. However, if you are in Jacksonville, that would only work for your Jacksonville area. So you wouldn't, of course, you wouldn't be able to rank in the map pack for Wilmington. And I did not search that, so let's do that. Let's search junk removal, see if you might be in there already. Jacksonville. All right. Got a, excuse me. You got a sponsored, so you're paying for ads, so that's why you're up top there. But yeah, see, in a lot of these smaller cities, it's like I think you got to be local. And I'm in Fayetteville. A lot of times it doesn't pull up the map pack, so I'm not really sure if you're in there. If you are in there and you're on the list, if you want to make sure you dominate that list, just add more citations. But if you're not if you're not on the list at all, again, you want to add a bunch of citations, right? So now underneath the map pack is what we call Google's organic search results listing. And the number one spot gets right around 40% of the clicks. So the map pack, this splits up 45% of the clicks between the three. This captures 40% of the clicks all by itself. And the main driver here is what we call backlinks, okay? And this is what I was talking about earlier about getting you ranked. So you're being found for that main keyword in Wilmington, but to get you ranked has everything to do with backlinks. So backlinks is essentially what you have when you have other websites on the internet that have a link on their site on one of their pages somewhere that when clicked, it leads back to your website. Now, Google uses these backlinks as like an online referral system. And the more relevant that website or those websites are that are linking back to you, and the more traffic they get, the better for you, right? So what I mean is, say you have a popular local blog page over there in Wilmington or Jacksonville, or a popular industry related site that's linking back to you, the more of those you get, the higher Google is going to rank you and push you up in those rankings. However, since you guys are a junk removal company, say you have a backlink from a like Pizza Hut, for example, very popular website, gets a lot of traffic, but even though it's popular, it's not going to do you guys any good because it's not relevant. You guys don't sell pizza. So let's go back to our competitor here. And before we were looking at the keywords over here, but now I want to look at these backlinks. So just to be clear, it's through your content, primarily your keywords, that Google is able to find you, right? So they're finding you, but it's through the backlinks, the quality of your backlinks, that Google, once they find you, they determine where they're going to rank you when they pull you up. All right. So right now, the Wilmington page of College Hunks Hauling, it has 329 backlinks coming from a total of 36 websites. Let's take a look at your backlinks. You have 90 backlinks coming from 51 websites. So you have them coming from more websites, right? But we know it's through the websites that they're getting their backlinks from that they're getting ranked and getting all their power. So we want to take a look at what websites they're getting their backlink from. So we can click on that number, and that's going to pull up a list of all their websites eventually here. I'm sorry for the wait. Let's click on yours while we're waiting on that. I'm going to have this pulled up ahead of time next time. Anyway, I'm sorry. So there we go. All right. So this is a list of all the websites they're currently getting backlinks from. So ideally, you could go down this entire list and you'd want to reach out and grab backlinks to any of these sites that you don't already have backlinks to. And then you're going to be getting pushed that same power to your website. Now, if you were to do this, it would take a little bit of time, but that would actually put you in contention for that number one spot. Now, what would really put you over the top is if you did that same thing with like the top 3 websites here. It would take a little bit of time, but you would take over that number one spot. So let's go ahead and recap. First thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words of content on your front page with the right words and a lot of the in the right number of, especially the high searched volume, the keywords with the high search volume. You probably want you want them on your site probably a few times at least. Next is going to be citations. You want to be in at least, I'd say, 300 directories probably to really dominate the map pack area. And then lastly are backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to junk removal, companies in the area. Now, if you were to do this, you would become number one. Now, like I said at the beginning, you can take this information and implement it yourself, and that's fine. Or you could just book a discovery call with me. Again, my name is Steven. I live in North Carolina, a little bit far from you, just out of Fayetteville. You can just respond back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. Other than that, I appreciate your time, Terrence, and have a good rest of your day.